Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just going to go ahead and do another messages from the ancestors using our new oracle decks and the setup that I had the last time. I'll go ahead and timestamp everything. I'm going to attempt to do as many messages as possible. I laid out the feathers I have. I doubt that I'm going to be able to do all of them, but I'm going to attempt to at least do 4, okay? So focus on the feathers if you want to use this for intuition training and use it as a pick a pile, okay? What we have here, we have a dove feather. Okay, I'm just going to set them aside as I go through them. We have a crow feather. We have just some random pink feather. We have an owl feather, specifically a barn owl. We have a woodpecker feather. How pretty is that? I think that came from its butt because it's super fluffy. And we have a barred owl feather. I think it's a secondary wing. I'm not going to list it as that. We're just going to say barred, okay? So what I would do is just focus on those 6, and see which maybe 3 call to you, and then at least one of them may be in the messages. If none are, it could very well be all the messages might be for you, or none of the message. That's how I'm going to put the intention forward, okay? So I'll go ahead and timestamp those in the description box if we have some space. If not, I'll do it in the comment section. And we'll go ahead and get started. All right. All right. So I was just guided to start with the barred owl feather here. I'm going to go ahead and lay that yay, kind of, so you can see it. And we'll get started with the message for those that chose the barred owl feather. Okay, it's not standing up. We'll do it this way. There we go. All right, got the timestamp in. We're going to start with the Dia de los Muertos Oracle for the collective spirit, whoever's message this may be. Any identifiers could identify the ancestor talking to you or who this might be about or the situation, okay? So take it how it resonates. Let's get one, please. And we have cohetes. Number 17, 8, that is also August as well. Fireworks might be significant. That's what cohetes means. Maybe something's going to pop off. Okay, maybe something celebratory. Okay. Let me set those aside. Here we go. I'm going to pull 4 from the beloved dead spirit. Please and thank you for the collective. Cohetes. The color blue on that card is really screaming to me. So maybe it has something to do with your throat chakra. Maybe something having to do with communication, emotional healing. Okay, let's see. It's interesting. The red's not really popping off as much as the blue is. So blue might be significant. Maybe there's something about the ancestor that would remind you of them. The color blue might be significant. Maybe they have blue eyes. Or about anybody in the circumstance, okay? Or maybe that's their favorite color. Let's see. Let's get 4, please, from the beloved dead. One more. Thank you. We have active love, self-preservation. Okay. Kindred. Snake. You're the snake I'm hearing might be a signifier, or this could have something to do with healing and rejuvenation, regeneration. And grave. Sneak that over. Okay. Let's get some personal identifiers and figure out the situation here. I'm going to start with my deck that I made just to personally identify situations. I always add to it from time to time in case I think of any new way to identify a person or situation regarding people. So let's get 3, please. So far we have the number 17, the number 8, August 17th, 8, something like that. Maybe something significant about those dates or months. Let's get 3. Oh, perfect. We have children. So maybe children are identifiers of people in the situation. We also have karmic connection. Okay. So it's definitely something that's supposed to teach you something or had taught you something. And blood related. So this could be family. All right. Interesting. All right. So let's see here. Let's stick that aside. Let's go with the Sibylla here. Tell me more. I'm going to try to do these quicker than I did the last time. Just so we can get more. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. Okay. We have Journey, number 50. 10 of Pentacles. We do have family here on board. There's something having to do with traveling long distance. A family trip, maybe. Okay. Faithfulness, affection, and the Two of Wands. Definitely a card of travel. Or at least deciding what to do, where to go. And then, ooh, maybe there's some conflict here with that in this group section here. 5 of Wands energy with victory, however. So, staying true to oneself with regards to what everybody would like will be victorious. Staying faithful. It's this conflict card that's a little challenging here for me. If it's karmic connections and there's some snake-like behavior, okay, and maybe it could just be some sort of, insecurity by the other, okay? That might be an identifier for you. We have the numbers 50, 15, 52, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Progressive energy. 5, 6, 7. Months of May, June, and July are here, okay? Interesting. Okay, now I'm hearing the actual astrological assessments for the minor. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles here. That's Mercury placement, and Virgo might be an identifier, or at least just this has to do with communication, right? Mercury messages coming through. Maybe there's discussion that people are debating about. This could easily be a debate on where to go, right? Where to celebrate. Mars, Aries energy with the Two of Wands there, and Saturn, Leo energy with the 5 of Wands. Okay, that's interesting. So we have Aries, Leo, what did I say? Virgo energy, okay, with those particular placements as well. Mars and Saturn, maybe there's some kind of justice happening, but it's going to happen aggressively and fast. And it may only seem like it's a conflict, right? Mars energy typically can seem like war, right? Okay. Let's get 3 from the Kipper. Tell me more. Could also be with this Grave card that maybe whatever conflict had been is ending. His thoughts, 16 and 7. 7 again. A gift. Ooh, I just heard change of heart. Okay, that could be a blessing. That could also literally be a gift. Maybe somebody's trying to think about what they could give. Okay, 17, 8, August energy again. 17, 17 might be significant. You have that repetitive number. And 33, nice, a master number. Breaks down to 6, return to purpose, good news. Perhaps this is murky thoughts, like maybe they're just all up in their head about it, okay? This could be you too, just wondering what to do about a situation, all right? Okay. Tell me more about these thoughts. Tell me about this children, karmic connection, blood-related situation here. Let's identify that a little bit. I'm going to use the Hungarian Gypsy deck. Okay, widower. So that's a male. Maybe he's a single dad now. Fortune, they have money. One more. I guess we get 2 more. All right. Judge, that could be someone in the legal profession, literally, or they could be making, they might have a position where they make strong decisions. And anger, maybe they've been known to be quick to anger, okay, regarding these children. Okay. Clarify murky thoughts. We're just going to get 1 here. Marriage. Interesting. Maybe he's thinking about proposing to someone and is having second thoughts. Okay. Or having second thoughts about the marriage he just came from. Jealousy. There could be just jealous thoughts around that situation. And officer. Again with that judge energy, right? Okay. Let's read from the Beloved Dead. What else can we learn? Any guidance as well? Act of love, self-preservation. Where is it? There we go. This card arrives when your experience of existence has shifted from a happy, carefree place into a heightened state of endurance. If you're groaning under the weight of too much of something or someone, it could very well be this widower, right? It's time to reacquaint yourself with your own motivations for having taken on this role. And then prepare to exit stage left. Right even. No, I'm kidding. Got to joke a little bit there. You know, if anyone knows where that's from, Snagglepuss. Okay. Self-preservation involves an act of escape. It's asking you to untie your bonds, emotional or physical, and continue on your merry way. If you're willing or unwilling involved in drama, pettiness, or arguments that don't belong to you, the act of self-preservation is asking you to step out of someone else's conflict. So maybe this person's really just in conflict, and anyone that gets within, you know, the sphere of their magnet gets sucked in, right? Okay. Is there a pattern forming where you're only needed when there's a problem to be solved or an advantage to be gained? You may be a caring soul that genuinely wants to help or give, and by all means do your due diligence, but there comes a time when enough is enough. Allow others to work through their own lessons of attachment. Remember these wise words: not my circus, not my monkeys. That has been coming up a lot lately. That is hilarious. I've been hearing that. So, if anything from the community board has resonated for you, because I have mentioned it there, that might provide more guidance for you, okay, or more insight or confirmation, all right? All right, kindred. Bear with, guys. This book is a little hard to navigate. There we go. And I'm still learning this deck. So, through thick and thin, kindred spirits have your back. When you're down in a dark place, they're a shoulder, umbrella, shaman, or emotional apothecary. And I do get a vibe here that this ancestor has really got your back, okay? When you're up and radiant, they're a moth, anchor, promoter, and your biggest fan. Kindred refers to the experience of friendship as well as relationships and associations that you're forming. It's true that you can tell a lot by the company you keep. This card asks, who are you attracting? Okay? So I'm getting the sense of not being attracted to a situation that's just going to suck you into a vortex of conflict, right? But one where you're actually surrounding yourself by good people for you. And perhaps this ancestor is trying to redirect you a bit here, okay? Soul friends who love you unconditionally, just the way you are, or ass souls who are when trying to assemble your dreams, hide the hex key. If that makes sense to you. It does make sense to me. All right. Ass souls, right? Play on words there, who are trying to assemble your dreams, but hide the hex key. So basically, they're the ones trying to control your narrative, right? Or is the connection unbalanced, flowing in only one direction? And why is this okay? Kindred also asks, try to be grateful for that friend who withered on the vine. Ultimately, they're making space for someone more like-minded to appear. So it's healthy to grieve it, but to not dwell, right? You want to bring in more positive energy instead of holding on to old, stagnant energy that's not there anymore, right? As you evolve, the shinier you become. You become a mirror within which others will see themselves. Some can't help but like what they see. These are the keepers. Others will resent you for inadvertently reflecting back their own shortcomings and flaws. If they aren't as committed to the same path of evolution, this glimpse will be highly inconvenient. I love the way this book is worded. The beloved dead of kindred hopes that they're just slightly out of step, as we all do, right? And you'll inspire them to catch up. Regardless, they still bring an invaluable lesson, and your vibe attracts your tribe, okay? So the energy you're putting out at this time with regards to this situation will determine where you go. So if you want to attract whatever this drama or karmic connection is, let's just keep it karmic, okay? It may stay karmic, you know? You might be out of step with them just for the time being. And who knows, maybe they need to go through all this challenge to see something much bigger than themselves, right? I do get the sense that they might have to travel through something to have that victory. Snake. I vaguely remember this one. Uh-oh, beware of snake, for he's possessed of the gifts of seduction and manipulation, which he uses expressly for the purpose of satisfying his own agenda. And perhaps there's going to be an end to this with the grave if you step out of that vortex of magnetized energy suck that this person has, okay? This is a very attractive and tempting energy, capable of transfixing you into seeing things his way. If it's not Mephistopheles himself, he certainly arouses sympathy for the devil with his lower vibrational sway. At its best, this oracle may represent great cunning, powers of persuasion, or an ability to mesmerize anyone away from their core beliefs and ideals. At its worst, scratch the snake's surface and discover a heart of darkness. He arrives to tell a cautionary tale about lower vibrational behavior, habits, choices, and darker motivations. He also has secrets and doesn't reveal his hand unless it's partially part of a carefully connived strategy. If in any moment the snake draws you close to share an intimacy, thank you, recoil. The best way of handling this energy is to avoid engaging, okay? So your ancestors are telling you, hey, fireworks are about to pop off. You might want to like back up several hundred feet, okay? The one word that is verifiable kryptonite for this energy is whatever. Whatever. And grave. I know there's more to this than just an ending here. Perhaps this is a situation where you want to grieve it, okay? Or reflect upon it in some way. And there may be something there, okay? Let me get to it. There we are. There's an unmistakable heaviness and solemnity that accompanies this card. While its appearance doesn't inspire the lightest and brightest of emotions, it does suggest putting on the kettle and taking a moment to regroup. Grave attempts to shine a light into a pall of darkness. This could be mourning or sadness that has become unendurable and escalated into suffering. Or at its very best, grave indicates the presence of low vibrational energy and emotions such as anger, hate, hatred, doubt, fear, hopelessness, shame, or guilt that are causing serious cracks in your auric mirror. Okay, and this could be just giving you a heads up about this widower energy here, this person with their children. Okay, now you could be a child of this person. That's another possibility as well. Or you could be the widower and it's your child that's reacting this way. Okay, whether they be, I get a sense it's probably more likely an adult child. Okay. Tread carefully and reach out to the beloved dead of grave for protection and to help you navigate the precarious lay of the land. When representative of departed loved one, grave indicates a passing linked to a tragic and traumatic event. So that could be an identifier for some with regards to the ancestor, okay? Please remember that this is only a validation of the way they might have passed. It says nothing about their current state of consciousness. And there's a Carl Jung quote here. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Love it. All right. Now let's read about cohetes, fireworks. And its significance might identify more in this situation as well. Now, let's see. And then I'll give you the message from the ancestors at the end. It's not me personally, I'm channeling through. Make a joyful noise. The people of Mexico are famous for celebrating births, deaths, saint days, and everything in between loudly to ensure the gods were paying attention. They used rattles, drums, and war cries. A year after Cortez landed in Mexico, his soldiers discovered sulfur in a crater of the Popocatépetl volcano and made it into gunpowder to fuel their muskets. Cohetes, fireworks, were the results. Hold on a second. That's better. I still have a little tickle in my throat. It's not spiritual. It's a residual of allergies. Okay. In modern Mexico, not a day goes by without some form of festivity accompanied by fireworks. During Dia de los Muertos, the night sky is ablaze with multicolored explosions from the torritos, little bulls, and bombas, bombs, announcing love to the ancestors. The festivities might include giant papier-mâché figures called cucaracha, usually in the guise of La Catrina. People hoist the La Cucaracha over their shoulders and peer from a hole in the body of the figure. They dance to the famous song La Cucaracha, while fireworks spin off wheels attached to the figure. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of celebration uniting everything here, okay? Bringing it all together. But this one particular energy, just be weary of, not get engaging with and getting sucked into their vortex of whatever they're trying to do here, okay? They obviously have some jealousy and they're upset and they're overwhelmed. They just lost a bunch. They might be sneaky, okay? A message from the ancestors. At 2222, that's funny. Okay, so that might be a significant number for some of you. Let your grief move through you like a Roman candle, quick, bright, and blazing. And as you release your heartache, know that just beneath your sadness is the acknowledgement of the love we shared. In selecting this card, you are igniting permission to feel your deepest emotions. So don't deny what you need emotionally, okay? When you ride the rocket of your grief, you allow the electric aliveness of your spirit to sparkle through your heart, just as you would with a fireworks show. Create a sacred time and space to allow yourself to explode, so as to not implode, right? So take moments where you can scream into a pillow, basically. Emotionally let loose, okay? Even though the timing of your emotional catharsis can be unpredictable, do your best to acknowledge, feel, and let them burst if need be, okay? When you hear a firework blasting in the sky, know that I'm trying to break through dimensions to give you permission to live, dance, be, do, and create all that most inspires you. Love it. There you go, Bard Owl fam. Until next time, bye. All right, if you've chosen the pink feather, that's what I felt guided to grab next. I saw it. So somebody must need it right now, okay? Pink feather. I'm going to, here, Frida, let's just add it to your crown of flowers. Okay. Pink feather. I'm going to write that down. All right. Let's get you a card from Dia de los Muertos. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? And any identifiers? May I identify the ancestor coming through or anyone in this situation for you, including yourself, okay? All right, let's see. And of course, it could be external energy that's even 0, 1, maybe even 2 degrees of separation as well, okay? Let's see what we got. All right, we have fiesta. Ooh, a party. That could indicate some kind of celebration that's happening. One of my flowers just lost a petal. It is an orange flower. I think it's a tulip. So that might be significant to someone. Maybe the color orange is significant. We have the sacral chakra that's attached to the orange color. We also have physical healing and emotional healing. All right. We also have 31, the 31st, 4, 4th, and April here as identifiers. Okay. Let's see. Beloved dead. Let's get 4, please. All right. For our pink feather folk. That's 1, 2. All right. Okay, funny. All right. We have addiction. Okay, so maybe there'll be libations at this party. Okay. Be careful of that. That might be a temptation for some. That could also be an identifier. Maybe this was an addict, an ancestor with addiction issues. Okay. Tribe could be just part of your group. It doesn't have to be family. It could be your village. Okay. Or your social group, right? We have peace. And we have chicken. That's why I laughed. So chicken could be like an identifier. That could be literally somebody that maybe loves chicken, okay? Or maybe somebody that loves chicken, okay? No, or they could just be abstaining from it, okay? Since they did come after peace here, all right? Maybe they're going vegetarian or something, right? I'm also seeing chicken as maybe they like chickens, okay? We'll get into that a little bit later here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and read the fiesta, but not the message from ancestors just yet. I'm going to save that for the end because it's beautiful. All right. All right, here we go. Fiesta. Maybe there's something in the meaning of it that could be helpful. Mexicans are known for being fiesteros, party people, those who know how to have a good time. There's rarely a day on their calendar without a season, reason, or saint to honor with dancing in the streets in full regalia. But there is no reason for a fiesta party like Dia de los Muertos. Mexicans believe that if we celebrate raucously enough, the dead will awaken from their slumber and be enticed to join us in the cheer. Make joyful noise through shouts, cheers, and practicing merriment day and night. Toast your departed loved ones with their favorite drinks. Feast with them while enjoying favorite meals, and dance to the songs that got them dancing. If you think your joy could be misinterpreted as being glad they're gone, let your heart be comforted knowing that your loved one knows you miss them. Dedicate your elation to their memory. Your joy is the greatest gift you can give them. Okay? So maybe this is going to be a joyous occasion. One where like the whole village has fun. The whole tribe, right? Food, drink, I see all of it. Unity. I'm seeing unity with that peace card, okay? All right, let's get some identifiers of people in this situation or the ancestor for our pink feather folk. All right. Life in general, so it could very well be your neighborhood, okay? Could be the office Halloween party. It could even be coming up with Christmas. We have in-law and step as an identifier. Neighbor, villager. Maybe they're bringing their in-laws. Maybe people you haven't met yet, okay? So maybe this is new tribe that you're meeting coming up here. Tell me more. This sounds fun. Let's see how the addiction card plays out here, okay? And chicken too. Maybe there's some fear, social anxiety I'm hearing. Maybe one that would have created some sort of addiction as well. Maybe someone in this situation uses alcohol to kind of calm their nerves being in social circumstances. I could see that here. All right, let's get 3, please. Sibylla. Perfect. We have pensioner. Interesting. Maybe somebody's been saving up for this, okay? We also have the King of Cups here. That's Pisces, Aries energy. The number 37. which breaks down to 10 and 1, okay? October, and we also have January here. So maybe it's a period, you know, October through January, there's going to be fiesta, okay? Faithfulness, affection with the Two of Wands, making a direction, a decision on where to go, heartfelt, and making an offer. Knight of Cups with visit. So maybe there has to be a decision that someone's very nervous about making, okay? This could be you, this could be them, so take how it resonates, okay? Knight of Cups, Libra, Scorpio energy is here as well. We have 15, 6, 51, and 6. So 6s are significant here. June might also be a significant number, or not number, month, because it's 6, okay? But we also have 2 6s here, so it's a return to purpose, okay? Just to live in the unconditional love frequency. All right, tell me more. The pensioner really tells me that it's somebody that might be retired or is unemployed but has savings of some kind. Like they're living off a pension. Let's see, what else? Ooh, the thievery. That could be an identifier. Literal thief. Change. There's some movement here. That is a weak timing. So maybe something's going to happen within a week. And maybe you'll hear about it in a couple days with that Two of Wands there. Unexpected money. All right, we have 24 again with 6. We have 9, 27, and 9 again. So 6s and 9s are probably very significant here, okay? September. Okay, that's 9. All right. There's definitely some kind of change here. I just heard rags to riches. Rags to riches. That's too literal. Okay. Excuse me. So maybe there's some sort of change in fortune in some sort of way. Just a, you know, and change in luck as well, or how you view abundance here. Something's going to come up in the tangible here. Maybe feeling at a loss for something. I'm not seeing, that could be an identifier of an actual thief, but I'm also just seeing it as like maybe somebody had been on the losing end and now they're on the gaining end, okay? Let's see, tell me more. Thievery, change, unexpected money, this pensioner, this King of Cups, this Knight of Cups, the in-law, the neighbor, villager that not yet met, maybe somebody's coming in tow. Let's see, to celebrate. The chicken, tell me about the chicken. Okay, we do have enemy here. So there is an attached enemy in Shu. Unexpected joy. Oh, maybe something that would seem like it's an enemy is actually going to turn out quite nicely. Okay. And baby. That could be a new beginning. That could be a literal child. There you go. A fresh new start is what I'm really seeing here from like a situation that seemed very, the works against you. So definitely something's to be celebrated here, okay? Addiction. Here we go. Excuse me, I definitely need my cough drop. All right. There we go. Push that aside. The beloved dead that carries the experience and lessons of addiction arrives with a heavy heart and often profound regrets. Ooh, I wonder if somebody's making amends. This could be like an 8th, 9th step thing, 12-step thing, okay? Maybe this is something that will identify that circumstance a little better. Maybe they had been in this energy and they were like renewed, okay? Fettered by pain or an emptiness that seeks comfort from without rather than from within, the addict can bequeath a legacy of heartache, anger, helplessness, and unstable footing that will continue to seek expression on all of the wrong ways. It's the generational gift that keeps on misgiving. Or play on words, I love that. the generational gift that keeps on misgiving. All right, so maybe there's some sort of genetic component here, okay? When addiction falls into a spread, it could be addressing an issue of escapism or overindulgence in any life area that needs mindful moderation or self control. It could also be pointing out a pattern of impulsive and self defeating emotional responses to life's stressors, those perceived threats and challenges that undo us at the seams. Candidly, on occasion, short term versus delayed gratification and losing personal control can be deeply satisfying, fun, popular, and even cathartic. And yet, as a default reaction to stimuli, it exacts an inestimable price, the loss of your freedom. So maybe we're talking jailbird here. I'm seeing the thief. So, okay. So maybe this is something that'll just identify a person in this situation for you. Tribe. Let me get to peace really quick. Okay. Put my finger on it so I don't spend so much time here. Tribe. Tribe addresses your basic human need for connection, support, and belonging. At its core, this card denotes a group dynamic over an individual relationship. Its core essence is the ancestral line, family, friends, community, and culture. It asks, who do you consider your tribe? Where do you feel most safe, yourself safe, protected, loved, and understood? And with whom and why? Who has your back? If you ask a dependable significant other, this card asks if you're finding enough time and opportunity to spend with your other peeps. So if you've been occupying yourself with one and being isolated from the others, that's a time to re-examine. And perhaps this is what's happening to this person, okay? And they're now coming back around. When's the last time you went out and laughed until you cried or cried until you laughed? It's important to remember who you are outside of the context of your relationship. One person can't be everything, and your tribe is waiting to listen, share, advise, and even provide unbridled stupidity on command. I love that. We love the stupid stuff. Come on. When describing an individual or a loved one, tribe indicates someone who is known and belongs to your close family, social, or even work group. Additionally, this card could be referring to the existence of a trait, behavior, or familial pattern that you're predisposed to repeat. Okay. Are your cards guiding you to a way to heal this for both of you and your ancestors in your lifetime? Or maybe it's just something too that maybe you've overcome and there's a celebration for it, okay? And your ancestors just letting you know, hey, good job. You did it. You transcended that. You went rags to riches, okay? The beloved dead of tribe invites you to consider the long line of ancestors who stand behind you, each bringing their unique narratives to the mix. This might be an ideal time to pull some more cards, which we're not going to do. Well, okay, more cards being peace and chicken, okay? To get to know them better. So maybe these following cards might help you get to know the ancestors better, okay? There may very well hold the answers that help enlighten you about your many inherited strengths and resources that hail from a long ago tribe. All right, with that being said, peace. Peace radiates with the vibration of love. It's a reward from unconditional love. I love that. If you're connecting with a loved one, this card brings a luminous message from a soul who has transitioned to a higher consciousness. So that might identify this person. And in paraphrased words, I am okay. I no longer have a human form, nor am I in any way attached to the experience of my life or death. I'm at peace. You will connect with me not in sadness or regret, but in the vibration of love. Close your eyes and open your heart. I sit like a gentle dove in your bright spirit, a glint of starlight that grows stronger and comes closer as you rise higher. Be at ease. If you receive this beatific oracle, it's a message bearing the importance of serenity at this moment of your life. If you've been going Mach 2, higher, faster, farther, this card asks you to pull back the joystick and chill. Okay, so don't feel like you need to rush through this process, okay, with this person. Or that you have to light all the fireworks at the one time, right? Okay. Pace yourself. In this time, the answers and solutions you seek are being drowned out by the rush and roar of adrenaline. Value your moments of stillness. This may also not be a time when you achieve your desired or expected outcome. Okay, slow and steady, okay? Still, peace reassures you that everything is perfect. You may not have what you want, but you'll have what you need. This also brings divine clearance from the control tower so that you can successfully avoid collisions, chaos, and turbulence, because I do see that coming, right? There may be a whole lot of energies happening all at once if you're having a fiesta with a tribe, right? If your ride has become too bumpy and shaky, raise or change your altitude. Climb above or away from these dramatic currents into a stabler and more peaceful thought formation. Okay? So that may be a state that you need to be in through this. And chicken. Don't be afraid of your peace, I'm hearing. Okay? When chicken enters, it does so with trepidation. Head down, focused on picking pellets in the sand. At chicken's core is a powerlessness, helplessness, an inability or reluctance to step out of the comfort zone. Why? Because there's always the fear of the fox in the henhouse. This is a card of avoidance. Chicken deals with perceived threats by withdrawing, quitting, running away from, or even combusting whatever reinforces feelings of inadequacy. This card knows how a painful lack of support and validation can force a young heart to adapt. It either grows stronger and develops warrior instincts, or fainter and chooses to don a feathered breastplate, the armor of the lily-livered. If you're unconsciously releasing this energetic pheromone into the universe, beware, it attracts the predators. Fear can be a healthy instinct, particularly when it's keeping you safe from real crocodiles, but not if it's keeping you wired in by self-imposed doubts and limitations, scratching in the dirt instead of soaring with the eagles. Summon your inner sovereign. I love that. Okay. So this could be this person as well, talking to you, letting you know that they've chickened out and now that's a curse they regret bringing to the table for you, and you might be in a position to transcend that, okay? But this could be something in this village that you happen to be peeping and learning from at the same time, okay? I do see unexpected joy and new beginnings here. You do have peace, so there is that potential, and you also have that celebration on hand as well. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Later. Bye. All right. I am guided with the crow feather. Okay, so we'll put that there. So if you pick crow, this may be your message. I have to stand upright so you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a snail slime trail on it still. That's a better look. There you go. So it may be something slow, okay? I mean, I have tons of crow feathers here to pick from, and I picked that one. There may be some kind of, after something has fallen, maybe something slow happens, okay? That's what I'm seeing there with that. All right, let's get you your message from your ancestors. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Of course, anything is identifying. It could be your ancestor, identifying them, or it could be identifying people in the situation, okay? Or you. All right, that's it. You would be a person in the situation. We have card number 38, breaks down to 11. Maybe November is significant. That is coming up. We have Los Santos, the saints. So maybe there's some sort of ascended energies to pay attention to at this time. Maybe this is somebody that you feel might be sanctified. Okay. A literal saint could be connecting with you right now as an ancestor. All right. We also have a Christian and Catholic faith, more specifically Catholic. Might be an identifier. All right, we have purpose. Get in there. Time. Defense. Ooh. Maybe you're being guarded at this time, protected, because you're in your purpose, and it's taking some time here, and maybe you've had to be defensive about it because of the length of time. Maybe there's others around you not okay, like they don't think it's okay, all right? But it could also be because you have defense and justice here. I just see this. Maybe there's a case you're working on. This could be literally working in the legal department, but this could also be your purpose. There might be some sort of thing to work through here, and it might take some time to make it right, okay? Let's see. To balance the scales, to make it fair. Maybe it's a sense of having to defend morals or something, right? With regards to your purpose. Get the sense you're being guided by something bigger than just a family ancestor, unless you had a family ancestor that would be sanctified, right? Nope, ancestor, that's definitely an identifier there. Okay, let's see. Spouse. Someone's spouse is involved here. Maybe that's what you're defending against. Or it's this ancestor's spouse. Okay. Non-binary. Maybe they're not alive either. I see this as sort of a cosmological, not just a person that doesn't identify as male or female. That could be it. But I also see it as somebody that's transcended through the cosmos. Really feeling whoever this ancestor is to you is behaving like a saint because of their spouse at this time. All right, well, this is interesting. All right. Whoa. The number 2. February is also there as well, besides November. Let's see. We'll have more here. Let's get 3. One more. Thank you. Thank you. All right. First one up, we have the 8 of Cups. Definitely going into the unknown here. A blonde woman might be an identifier. 43 and 7. We also have City House. Interesting. We have City and Country House here. There might be 2 identifiers. 4 of Cups. Maybe there's some kind of opportunity not to miss, especially going into the unknown. 24 and 6. So far we have July and June on deck here. And 2 of Cups. This could be a soulful connection. 25 and 7 July. Okay. Okay. Tell me more. I wonder if they're divorced or they had divorced before passing on. Maybe there's some inheritance here with a city house and a country house, right? That would be an identifier within the family or group. A rich man, masculine energy, 20s, 30s, 13 and 4, April. Okay, could be a business owner, could also just be someone that's inherited a lot. Occupation, nope, they are a businessman, 34 and 7. We got 2 7s on deck here. And false person, maybe they're a con artist. Okay, number 8, August here. The 8th as well. Or maybe they're working with somebody that is. Okay. That's why you got to be in defense regarding what's fair here. Okay. There's an extra energy that's not being fair, so to speak. Now that could be somebody that's just a liar. They could be inauthentic. You know, they could be a cheat. They could be a thief. Okay. Lying, cheating, stealing. Yeah. They could be playing people. I just got Wall Street vibes. Like I literally saw The Wolf of Wall Street, so maybe that movie might have some significance for you. Okay. All right, let's see. Tell me more. Marriage. You got your spouse there. Anger. Maybe they're angry at their spouse. No, this totally has Wolf of Wall Street vibes. That's funny. Just looking to see how that looked on screen. One more. And house. Again, something had to do property here. Okay. Maybe your purpose has something to do with the property, because now we've got house, country house, city house. Maybe there's 3 properties, 2 properties. I'm hearing division of assets. Maybe it is a divorce. Okay. Tell me about Los Santos. I love new decks. I love learning new stuff. So we're going to learn together, okay? Recall the wisdom of your innocence. November 1st. Hold on. Yes, okay, I'm on the right one. November 1st is Dia de los Inocentes, Day of the Innocent Ones. Or Dia de los Angelitos, Day of the Little Angels. On this day, it is believed that deceased children return to visit their loved ones on earth. In the Christian tradition, November 1st is All Saints' Day, a time to celebrate those brilliant beings who embodied their light on earth and have now ascended to heaven. So perhaps your purpose here is of earth angel capacity, okay? Both traditions commemorate the dead, and some might say that children are honored as saints. Okay, so this could be a child guiding you, okay? Maybe it's a child of this ancestor's spouse situation here as well. Oh, now I get the non-binary. They might have been a miscarried child. That could be an identifier for somebody, okay? Okay. As they are still imbued with innocence, mourners take heart knowing that though they are no longer in a physical body, the children are still vibrant and continuing their soul's journey on the other side. On Dia de los Inocentes, children's graves are decorated with baby's breath and orchids. And sometimes toys. I love that. They celebrate hugely here. So, every single time I've gone to an old graveyard or cemetery and there's children's graves, which often there are, scarlet fever was a killer amongst children back then, as well as tuberculosis and a bunch of others, right? I always see little toys and teddy bears and things on these graves, and it's like the sweetest thing. Or costume jewelry for the little girls, right? Images of La Virgen de Guadalupe, the Lady of Guadalupe, and favorite Santos saints are often included in ofrendas. Churches usually parade their patron saint through the village streets in the procession of the souls on All Saints' Day. Okay. So there's something here maybe reminding you, maybe this purpose has something to do about being inner child, playfulness, or something along those lines. Okay. Some kind of innocent response here. Okay. Purpose. Let me just get my fingers where I need to have them in this book. It's rather thick, so. Purpose is there. Time. Defense and justice. Okay, let me see. I gotta find it. Almost there, guys. All right, now we're ready to rock and roll. Purpose. Finding your purpose, the reason why you incarnated, can be one of the most baffling parts of your life's journey. And it'll come in layers too, so that's even more fun. Some people are lucky, and this information falls right into their lap. Others just have to take the more scenic route. It could start by you realizing, then ruling out what does not resonate with you. Or you'll try something that you really love or want desperately to be good at, or as a profession like singing opera or driving NASCAR. But it's met by resistance energy, fruitless and frustrated auditions, or endless wreckage. In the case of NASCAR, right? Okay. You might be doing it for the wrong reasons, or it's just not for you. It's a step closer, but there's something else in the equation that's simply missing. So maybe there will be something in this situation that highlights for you, okay? It's a step closer, but there's really, okay. But suddenly, eventually, something checks all the right boxes. You do it because you can't not do it, like 3 times fast. Once you are in that good alignment, you get the universal nod, and your path is suddenly punctuated with synchronicities and significance. So maybe pay attention to the synchronicities. And we do have 7s here, okay? 7, 7, 7. Okay? So 7s, there might be some turn of luck here. This is your purpose, and it reestablishes the grand order of things. The beloved dead of purpose and of Jung asked this question to help you better connect with your earthly pursuits. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? So the hint is in your childhood somewhere. And are you still doing this in some area of your life? If not, why not? Okay? Maybe you do have some time here to kind of work on that aspect, okay? To feel right by it. Should you receive this card, time, there's something significant about a date or time that factors prominently in the memory or experience of an ancestor or individual. And maybe it's something reflected from your childhood too. This could also just be your child as well. And of course, any of the dates and numbers I mentioned, months I mentioned, could have something to do with it as well. You know, maybe age 8, 13, something like that, okay? We also have 11, 2, 7, 6, 4, somewhere around that ballpark, okay? It could be your loved one's birthday or a date that they would like to acknowledge that belongs to you or other family members. Is this the anniversary of their passing? Time also appears to say too soon, validating a connection with a loved one who experienced an untimely or sudden passing. Taken literally, the beloved dead of time looks at a pocket watch, tapping the casing impatiently as if to say, time waits for no one and it won't wait for you. Or the opposite advice might resonate with you. This card could be cautioning you to rein in those reactionary horses so that you remain patient and wait for the right timing, which is your timing. In any case, beloved dead of time asks that you take a beat, pause, and assess your own current experience with its passage. Okay? So feel free to take the time to see what you need for you, okay? Speaking of which, defense. This is cute. No, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Not my problem, not my fault. The unyielding, blocked, and backed up energy of defense arrives with a dependable toolbox. Gaslighting, shirking, downplaying, denial, deflection, or rebellion. There's one thing always missing: the manual of personal ownership and personal accountability. Try to have an adult conversation about anything that involves their behavior or responsibility and watch them recoil. Or they'll make you the bullseye for a barrage of blame. If you enjoy banging your head against the wall or long drawn-out arguments, defense says, make my day, dare to point out my mistakes, imperfections, or inability to roll a rock down a steep hill. Nobody's perfect, to err is human, but maybe defense's caregivers miss that memo. Instead, this speak to the hand strategy is a survival instinct left over from childhood punishment, judgment, blaming, or shaming. It's hard to hear "I'm sorry" over those old cans of whoop-ass opening. There's a need to relearn this response, and the beloved dead asks the defensive, do you really want to keep this pattern of conflict alive? When dealing with a defensive personality, you may want to check that you're not projecting your own issues with perfectionism and being too hard on self or others. If there's simply no avoiding this armored tank, ask non-threatening questions. Take an approach that leads to a calm and mutual solution. You won't fare well with a tone, facial expression, or language that could be perceived as a personal indictment, no matter how justified. And justice. Literally, this is the card of jurisprudence. Law and order, powdered wigs. Now I'm imagining Parliament, but you're funny. The I solemnly swear. Justice validates an individual, experience, or loved one who, personally or professionally, has some connection with the legal or penal system. It refers to judges, lawyers, notaries, jury duty, legal documents such as wills or divorce papers, or court of law. It can extend to a correctional institution, policing, and detention centers, or jail. That could be identifiers for you. On an energetic level, justice resonates with the laws of cause and effect, the importance of making choices from a place of alignment, truth, and sound judgment. If you receive this card, take your heart off your sleeve and shove it back where it belongs, just behind and left of the sternum. You're going to need awareness, clarity, as well as integrity, because decisions made at this time will have long-term consequences. Justice doesn't want you to sell yourself short. If you're hearing an embittered echo from the past saying life isn't fair, again with that defense energy, right? Justice asks, how is this old narrative affecting your trust of others, self, or belief in the potential of positive outcomes? This is a card that also deals with the imprint or experiences of injustice. So maybe there's a feeling of injustice here as well, okay? We want to believe that goodness and decency will keep humankind in good stead. But bad things happen to good people, and somehow incredulously good things happen to bad people. Sometimes they elude their just reward, only adding insult to injury. This process of meting out justice can be deeply personal for Team Good. The wrongdoer seemingly walks away unscathed, but you lose faith, confidence, balance, and personal bearings. This becomes a pattern of injustice. From this position of passionate observation, it makes sense to ask the universe to please weaponize instant karma and smite down Team Evil. History is rife with horrific events and disasters and unconscionable people who have left their indelible impact and lasting wounds. What would you do if only you had a magic wand? The beloved dead of justice wants to reinforce that although we were created with innate survival instincts, we were never really given the mechanism to micromanage or police the universe. This is never a jump for joy kind of message, but one that asks you to become the dispassionate observer and focus on what's reasonably within your control. So whatever this is may be something out of your control as well at this moment, okay? You're just going to have to be patient with your purpose in this, okay? There may be something there too that pops off that teaches you. So stay observant, okay? For your own physical and spiritual well-being, cut any energetic cords that keep you incarcerated by low vibrational emotions or the energy of vindication and retribution, okay? When you say, I hate, you form a contract with that emotion. And like feeding sugar to yeast, that's what you'll keep blooming in your experience. Hatred. Anger will definitely get your adrenal glands pumping. Let me say that again. That does not seem right. Okay. Anger will definitely get your adrenal glands pumping, you full of righteous indignation and adrenaline. This might feel empowering in the moment, but it won't change anything. Okay. So you're being asked to kind of return to that purpose of life and everything, especially with the 6 being there as well. Okay. But the 7s tell me there's a turn of luck. And that could be because you did already do that. Maybe this is confirmation of something you had already done. Okay. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye.